Hey guys, I'm finally getting around to talking about this. How come Preservation Project is so hard to find? Like, I couldn't find the GitHub anywhere, it's just gone. Like, the GitHub page where you usually download it was gone. Like, I was looking around and I couldn't find documentation about which ROM to patch, so I had to finally find it on archive.org where it specified I had to use the Japanese ROM. So, let me quickly go over the game now. Just to preface, I'm not really a 64 fan. I've never really been super into the Super Mario 64 beta stuff. So if I miss stuff, it's likely because I just don't know. Just slips over my head. So let's get right into it. There's a castle level. Castle level looks pretty much the same-ish. It has like a couple little details here changed, I think. I didn't play around in it a lot. I was on the outside. I kind of just swam around. I got stuck. And then I kind of just came out. And the inside of the castle looks really interesting because it's really different. But the front and the back of the castle are kind of samey. Like, there's no star statue in the back. There's booze back there, but I don't think you can do anything. I just kind of killed them all. So yeah, that was interesting. I guess the inside of the castle is the main draw. So moving on, the first stage I did was Whomp's Fortress. Whomp's Fortress was basically kind of the same. It was missing a few parts, maybe. All the enemy designs were different except for the owl. The owl was like the same also. And I got both of the stars. I had trouble getting one of the stars because it was in a place where the camera couldn't go to. And I'm like 90% sure you're supposed to use the cannon to get it, but I didn't use it. So overall, kind of interesting looking. I like the designs. It's kind of a lot of faces on a lot of things that are mostly just objects usually. Kind of reminds me of something like Double Dash. So moving on, snowy level. This one was probably the worst level in the game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I still like it. It's still pretty cool. I think it's cool how you have to navigate on the little ice blocks to not get hurt. I couldn't figure out how to get the second star for a while because I had the baby penguin and I was just kind of moving around and it took a couple of tries for me to finally get that second star. I really like the slide in this. It's kind of dangerous. I played it a lot. I couldn't really beat it for a while, but I felt kind of stupid after you play the slide and then realize you can just walk down to where the penguin's at to get the star. So that was nice. It's a good level. It's just the worst out of the bunch for sure. I don't know what Nintendo was thinking. So moving on, Lava Land, I think it's called. This one was pretty samey too. You had to kill the bullies. It has like a lot of the same. I was fully expecting like the blarg or something that was unused to be here, but it's kind of just bullies. I tried to jump into the volcano and I got hurt, so that was nice. And yeah, this one was a basically whatever level. It's really cool still to see it, but yeah. Moving on to the water level, this one's probably the most interesting, I think, of all of the levels. The music is a lot different. The atmosphere is really cool. It's kinda like a mission in the final game, I think. It took me a little while to get to the other side. I was just kind of exploring and stuff. Tried opening all the chests to see if it would do something. It didn't do anything. Then I went to the other side and there's not really a lot of enemies in here. It's just the shark enemy and there's some underwater mines, I think. I didn't really try them out. And fish. Overall, this one's the most interesting, I think. I really like the aesthetic in it. It's really cool looking. I couldn't find the second star, so I talked to Mario Nova, one of the devs. And he said you have to go into the middle of the water rings to find the second star. I would have never guessed that. I'm gonna be real. And then I got to the Bowser fight, and the Bowser is just kind of the same-ish. He didn't have a cutscene or anything. And he only takes one hit, which I think is normal for the first Bowser fight. And yeah, that was that. So overall, the gameplay is also really interesting. It has like a delay between Mario running and the velocity from where he's at picking up, kind of like a car. I kind of like how that feels. It feels like there's a lot of momentum there. He also has like this triple jump. I don't really know if I have footage of it, but he has a triple jump where he spins in the air. I think that's really useful. And overall, it's honestly really, really good as a recreation. I really like Preservation Project. It would be really cool if somebody like made a mod that kind of built off of this and then made it into like a full experience with 2 stars per level, but just a bunch of levels. This one's definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. It's really short, but it accomplishes what it needs to. And honestly, that's the whole point.